Hello everybody. Doing an art stream again. It's 7 o'clock, so it should be done at 9. And then I have to try and fix my bike brakes. I'm gonna check the weather real quick. If it's raining, I could postpone it because I can't ride it anyway. It's not gonna rain tomorrow, so after this, I gotta try and get that done. I don't know if I'm gonna have the energy to do it. Cause I never fixed brakes before. Like I've adjusted them, but I never messed with like the pad or anything like that. I gotta figure out what's wrong with it. Anyways, that's not the point of this video. I'm making a freaking lizard man, and I think I know what to do with the hair now. Um, and I need to get my references. Um, Modtyrant, deviant art. Uh, uh, is it featured? I feel like it should be featured. No, traditional art. It's not done. If it were done, I think that'd be true. It's pretty bad. I really need to finish that. All my drawings are black and white. I never color any of them. I'm not sure how. I guess colored pencils? That's scary though. I don't want to fuck it up. I think a safe way would be to color over top of it with a really thin paper. That way I can get an idea of what I want before I do it. Colored pencils are harder to erase than regular pencil lead. Where the fuck is my drawing? I guess we just click all, because apparently I stored it wrong. It's not in the right folder. What's going on? There it is. Yeah, it's not in the right category. Um, with this bigger. Yeah, I want it really stringy, poofy, and soft. Um, this is poofy, but it's grainy. Don't want grainy. I want it poofy like this at the bottom, nice and smooth. Maybe with like maybe add slits. I don't think I need them though. I think it's just mostly stringy. I think I need to smooth this whole thing out. That's a lot of work. Alright, well, we're gonna do it. Hopefully this doesn't end poorly. I'm just gonna smooth this into one giant thing. This is gonna be very boring. I think from now on, I think I might just start that way. I'm just gonna make the hair a blob, like I would in 3D art, like on computer, digital. That's what I meant to say, digital. In digital art, the hair is kind of just like a blob, and then I extrude some basic shapes out of it, and then I kind of shape it. It's still technically a blob because it's low poly. It's not like an actual hair simulation or anything like that. I would like to do the the decall thing. Actually, no. What I really want to do is like, oops, stylized characters with the like it's still the same concept as low poly characters. Like everything's made out of like blobby mesh parts, but it's like the fidelity is like really really high. I'm struggling to think of an example. I guess like those CGI movies with the animal characters. I guess like Kung Fu Panda. It's like everything is blobby, but it's like has like high detail. If that makes sense. Kung Fu Panda is not a good example. I'm thinking more like anime, kind of like anime, but there's more usage of textures because anime is very. It's got like shades and tones, but there's not a lot of texture. I don't know. I'll eventually make a stream. I'll sculpt it on a Blender eventually when I get there. Right now, I'm in my like retro low poly phase because that's something I always wanted to do as a kid because that's what I grew up with. So I'm super focused on that. My first three games are going to be low poly, um, and then what's the fourth game? I don't even remember what the fourth game is. I can't. I think it's a military game. I don't remember. I might do the sculpting thing on that one. I'm not sure. So these crevices, I'm not filling them. It saves me a little bit of clay, not a lot, because I fucking um, kind of filled it already, somewhat. But that's probably a good thing because it'll expand a little bit. And you don't want this completely hollow. Because it could get punctured and it won't look right. Oh, it'll get damaged easy. That's what I meant to say. I gotta get better at multitasking. Now what does it look like out of curiosity? He kind of looks like a dinosaur with a dinosaur head, but also looks like a mohawk. Um, he definitely doesn't look like a fucking Enlightenment era colonizer, freaking university guy. You know, with the crazy wigs, those crazy old school European American uh, scholar wigs. I think they're wigs. I don't know. I think really poofy. That's what it kind of looks like, especially down here. Ah, not to keep a constant eye, not eye, but I have to constantly pay attention to my posture and my neck. I gotta be really careful. I had a bad week last week. Or, well, this week actually, didn't I? It's either Thursday or Friday. It was really bad. did not feel good at all. Oh, I forgot to get my... I knew I was forgetting something. That's probably part of the distraction. I forgot to get my damn phone. I can't see if anybody's talking to me. Although I guess I don't need the phone. Now that I think about it. So I'm just looking at Discord. Not Discord, OBS. I could just add the chat. Where's my chat? View, docs, chat. I don't know if this works, but... Oh yeah, it works. Alright, blindside. Whoa! Whoa! See, I don't think I should be using the bent spatula. I think I need to use the rough one. Because it gives me more leverage and I can smooth it out faster. That's the problem I'm having. This is much faster this way. There we go. Cheating, and I'm putting some conditioned clay on top of it because that's easier to smooth because this has been sitting around for a couple days. I'll be very happy about this. This will, if I finish this and I'm happy with it, this will really improve my mood. Just because just seeing this particular character come alive would mean a lot to me to just see it. I've made this character on paper, and I was really happy with how that turned out, but I didn't color it, and the fact that it's not finished, there's also a couple of mistakes, but they're not that big of a deal. I made his right arm too long, and his left arm is way shorter. Well, actually, his bicep is fine. I made his forearm too long because I was trying to pose it, and it just kind of came out wrong. I think everything else is fine. What he's wearing, the size of his tail, that was the tricky part. It's hard to get the tails just right, because if they're too long, they drag on the ground, unless that's what you want. I'm getting very sidetracked here. Anyways, this is a very precious character. I made this character a long time ago when I was like 12 years old. It just kind of always stuck with me. The inspiration for the character, there's a lot of inspirations for it, but I think the biggest one was there's this really wise vampire character from I want to say Soul Reaver 2, but there's so many of them I can't remember. He's really wise, and like it gets like super philosophical. That messed me up as a kid when I heard that, man. I was not ready for that. Dude, it like threw me in the deep end when I heard the shit that he was saying. It was I had the same reaction to Deus Ex as a kid when I first played it as well. I never beat it because I didn't own it, but I played it and I saw the that crazy speech from the, I want to say terrorist character. I know it's been forever. There's a character like that you have to find or interrogate, and it's like the first mission, and he talks about like some crazy shit. It's like pseudo conspiracy because some of it's true, not all of it, but It's like a giant truth bomb slash criticism of capitalism. It's pretty crazy, man. It was a good thing I played those games. It was a damn good thing I played those games because my family on my dad's side are extremely right wing. They're kind of fucking douchebags. Um, I'm not sure about my mom's side of the family. Um, I don't get along with him too much, but except Larry Blindside. Me and him, holy crap, we've been hanging out ever since we were kids. It's crazy. Um, but yeah, video games play a huge part in why I'm left leaning, which is pretty sad. Um, my discipline comes from my parents, though. They were very strict and brutal. I'm basically just smoothing. I would say more about the art piece, but I'm just smoothing. There's nothing else to really say about it. I'm cleaning up a few little odds and ends and stuff. I like the length so far. I think this middle section, I need to bulk that up. And the clearance between the hair, head, and ears, so in between the ears, essentially, that's not right because it makes it look like a mohawk. He looks more like a minotaur or something. This is not right. On the reference image, well, I don't know because I could see the side of his head because he's looking sideways, so I don't have a straight-on profile of the character. That might actually be right now I think about it. I'm just the fact that it was grainy is what might have been throwing me off. I'm gonna noodle this up. I'm gonna put a bunch of noodles on it and just see what happens. I normally when I make hair, I do it in strands because it has like a flow to it. But his hair is just like a poofy mess, so I've never really done that before. Um, yeah, this chat is so laggy. We need to lift it. There we go. That kind of helps. I really want another soda, but that's bad, and I shouldn't do that. It's very bad. I kind of had a relapse. I ran out of seltzer water, so I usually fix it up, put some juice and sugar in it. Not a lot, just to flavor it. And if anybody's watching, hello, how are you doing? I am doing better than I was Friday. I'm gonna need a lot of noodles, I think. I'm not sure how long they should be because they're just little strands. So I guess not too long, but not too short either because we don't want spikes. They gotta be longer than spikes. Like 3 times the size of a spike. The thickness, not too worried about that because they're strands of hair and they're gonna vary in thickness. So I think to make my life easier, I'm gonna make 10 of these noodles. I want to set this aside because I can't do anything with it right now. So I'm making noodles. I don't have any kind of like clay machines. That would make this a lot faster. It'd make this so much faster because I could just take this, put it in there. So I might pick one up. Yeah, clay pasta machine would make this a little faster, but at least I could say, in this case, in this scenario, I made it completely from scratch. I mean, holy crap. It would be nice to have a tool to make the parts. It's like this, making noodles isn't hard, it's just annoying. The only challenge to making noodles is if you want them to be the same thickness. That's a little more challenging. One, two, three, four. You have to kind of slow down, look at it, make sure it's not getting too thin. Pretty tedious. It's not really all that fun. I mean, it is, but it eats up a lot of time. I think getting a noodle maker would be a good idea. 6, 7. So I have done scales. I made every single scale from scratch for a dragon. I made little. Damn, where the hell is it? It's not showing on the screen there. I made little dots and I would smush them down with a clay tool, and it would create these little discs. And I put them on one at a time. It was fun in a weird way. Just because it was like it's faster than noodles. Noodles take forever. The little dots, that wasn't as bad. There's a lot of rolling you have to do to make noodles. Rolling. More rolling. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2 more. And then I think it took a half a block of clay, but I think I used some from this already, so that's not bad. I could make 4 super-sized, or no, I think these are regular-sized busts. I can make 4 regular-sized busts from 2 packs of clay, which would pay for, like, I could buy a box of clay for just making one of these. So I plan on selling them for 130, but it's going to be like your own character. Like, you give me a reference sheet, I'll build it in a week, and it gets shipped out at the end of the week, so Saturday or Monday, might, because Sunday the post office is closed, so shipped out at the beginning. So Monday or Saturday. Saturday the same week I made it, or Monday start of the next week. This character, I'm not selling this. This is my character. Making this one extra long just because will give me more material to work with. Because I'll probably have to go back and make more noodles. I'm probably gonna have to poop too, which is gross. All right, so now I'm gonna just chop these up because I don't want to put a giant old snake on his top of his head because it might not look right. I mean, I could put it on there and then squish it down, but I think it's not gonna put them in the locations that I want them. It's gonna have a different look. So I think I'm gonna have to put them on one at a time. gonna need a bunch of these. Should I cut that? We'll keep a small one. We'll cut that in half. There we go. Probably should have cut this on top of something, now that I think about it. So now, this is not big enough. It's for small pieces. Oh wait, I could just use this. No, that ain't gonna work. I'm just gonna use my paint lids. So I'm gonna have to move these onto the tray. I want to get these all cut. Before I go to put them on, because I might lose an opportunity to put, like, I might have an ideal or a thought and be like, oh, I should do that. But then if I run out of strands of hair, then I can't do it, because I might be like, ah, crap, I gotta make more, and then I'll forget. So I like to have everything ready. So if I do have a good thought, I can utilize it. So I get distracted and I lose my train of thought easy. It's amazing that I can even run RPG games. I used to do Dungeons and Dragons. I mean, I could still do Dungeons and Dragons, but not with Four Nations Under Night. That's my campaign. It started with D&D, but it uses my system now. I made my own RPG system. It's I posted it on Facebook. It's under Creative Commons SA, so share alike. So that's cool. But I'm okay with running D&D, but it would have to be with a different campaign, because D&D does not really want to challenge the players. It doesn't want to put the players in a position where they lose anything. At most, the only thing they lose is something bad happens in the world, and then they just do another quest to fix that mistake. Like, they don't really lose items. I mean, they're not supposed to. You could make them lose items, but they're gonna get mad as hell. It's or they're not supposed to die either. Or if they do die, there needs to be a way to bring them back. It is very D&D is a very toothless game. I don't really like it. I feel like the way D&D is ran is more like it's more like a story generator than a game, because there's no lose state. You gotta have a lose state or it's not a game. Like, there's nothing. I don't know. It's complicated. I need to figure out a way to rationalize how to, like, compartment D&D into a way that I would want to run it, because, like, so it has to be almost like tropey, the heroes can't lose, they always win kind of thing. but like the only consequence seems to be has like a narrative consequence. There's never really a physical one. I mean, there are certain, different tables for different folks, but there's a lot of players out there that push back against that. Even if you tell them like, hey, this table, this is a hardcore D&D game, they don't. Dude, I had so many. I'm using dude as like general unisex, so I'm not trying to misgender anybody when I say that. I'm non-binary myself. Um, kind of like guy. People like to say, "Hey, guy," or "What's up, guys?" That one's way more common. I hear ladies say that all the time. Fuck. What was I gonna say? I got distracted. Yeah, like it depends on your players. Like, because you could be running a hardcore game and then maybe they just get fed up with it. They don't want to really deal with that anymore. So what do? You just I think at that point you'd have to switch campaigns. But if they like that campaign, like I can't, like for me, this doesn't really apply to me that much because my veteran players, um, they didn't have an issue with it. The problem is they're just a lot of my veteran players are busy and they can't play anymore. Um, but I had recruited new players and they were very of like the 30 plus people I recruited, they were risk averse. And a lot of them were min maxers. Like they just could not accept that there are risks and you might lose. And I had a session zero, I had a questionnaire, I had a small homebrew rules section, so it wasn't like there was a miscommunication. Um, the campaign uh, was supposed to be a harder one, a more difficult one. And then you get into the whole rules lawyer raw versus interpret and rules interpretation and arguing about rules because there's too many rules for D&D. Oh my god. There's like over 1,000 pages of rules. That's not including expansions, supplements, and stuff like that. So there's just too many rules. That doesn't even include the homebrew. And my homebrew was designed to simplify things, to bring it together, so we didn't have to use as many rules. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think personally, the way D&D is ran, at least how it feels like it's ran by a lot of people, I feel like that's more suited for a narrative game than a game with way too many combat rules. Way too many combat rules for all of them to not matter. It's like, why have all those rules if you're not, like, if it doesn't matter? Alright, so these need to be, alright, so we're finally getting to the hair part. These need to be pointed outward. The problem with this is they can't be hanging in the air. Because when I go to bake it, these will, when it's done, these are not going to last very long. These are going to snap right the fuck off. So I think I'm just going to have to smush them down. But I have to keep them kind of straight. If I want them to hang out, I'm going to have some sort of brace. It's kind of like Kind of like that, I guess. I'm gonna name the tweezers. It's just this helps make it look sharper, pointier. It depends on the lighting though, because it's hard to see. Oops. I'm definitely gonna have to look up some tutorials if this doesn't, because I'm gonna be really sad if I'm not happy with this. Be very upset. I have to have a satisfactory uh, feeling. It doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to be like I'm happy with how this turned out. Um, these things are just everywhere. I could have gone the anime route, like Goku's hair or something like that, Super Saiyan 3 hair. That would have worked, but that's the wrong. It's not the right style I'm looking for. I have to tilt this up a little bit. So I'm gonna work down. I'm just gonna try to get this coated. Wish there was an easier way to pick this shit up. Jesus. Doesn't want to stick. I'm just trying to create an illusion that there's hair here and it's all like frayed. I could even split these in half if I have to. Hello.
Hello.
What?
Hello.
Don't hit your head.
You still streaming?
Yeah, I got an hour and 20 minutes left.
You working tomorrow?
Yeah. I still gotta fix my brakes. I don't even know what to do. I still gotta fix my bike brakes. I ain't riding that shit. I wanna die.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Whoa, there's a cat. Don't chew my headphones, you little dick. He likes to chew my headphones. What? Yes. Oh my god.
Huh?
What?
Oh, you found. Never mind.
I was just talking to myself. Hey, kitty cat. Hi. Don't you dare chew my headphones. You're going right upstairs if you do it. Alright, that's one tray done. I think this might be just enough hair strands. Why are you sniffing my foot? Oh, that's your tail. What is that? Stop it! Stop eating plastic, you idiot! Why do you do that? You're such a weird cat. What? Probably not, but I can't help it. I don't want the kitty to hurt itself. That's just how cats are. Let's see. Let's do a status report. Um, what? Yeah. What about Warhammer? What about it? Who?
It was the orc theme that they were coming out to.
What?
Intro for their before they start their show. They had the orc Warhammer.
Oh, like Dawn of War?
Yes.
That's crazy. You
Yeah,
confused.
I saw a guy with the chaos sword
Whoa.
axe.
When you said a orc theme, I thought you said fiend.
Oh no.
Like, what the fuck is an orc fiend?
I don't know. That don't.
That sounds pretty
Probably
crazy.
chaos.
No, they're immune to chaos, I think. I think so, yeah. I think there's some corn. There's corn orcs, but they're not normal. They're not normal corn units. There's something off about them. Okay, so this is kind of close to what I'm looking for. The problem is none of these are supported, and all of these will break off really easy. So I gotta pat them down and try a different technique to make them look spikier. The front is missing a lot of hair here. I'm probably gonna have to make more noodles. Fuck. If I get enough of these on here, they could support themselves. Because they'd interlock.
When you're done with your stream, I'll play it. I took a little video of the intro. If you want to hear it to see if I'm right or
Send it over Facebook or something. That's impossible. You can't do that. I'm the lawnmower man. I'm not gonna take any lip. I
shut.
have no clue what you're talking about. Oh yeah, they're really bad. There we go. I was just making sure this was sealed. So I'm not. I guess I'm just gonna have spikes popping out the side of it. Or not spikes. Hair strands. What? Let's put this here. I think I kind of wanted everything like within the same like distance, not exactly the same, but like roughly the same, like a symmetrical chaos, I guess. This looks better than what it was. He had kind of like Duke Nukem hair at first. This is looking better. This is looking more promising. Definitely gonna get a noodle maker. Just because it'd be faster. Um, there's no reason not to have it. It's a pretty small tool. I would like to have a really small one that I could fit in my little box. I have a pencil box. Leave all my clay tools in here. I could just have a small syringe looking one. Or plunger. Just a plunger. That'd work. What are you doing, blind eye? Whoa. Whoa.
Meow. Meow.
You want a dungeon crawl Tuesday?
How?
Tabletop simulator.
Tuesday?
Yeah. I don't think she wants her name said on stream, but
Yeah, I know you don't.
I don't know how to refer to her. One of my D&D players, I guess.
I know who you're talking about.
She's gonna test the dungeon crawl with me Tuesday. I already played it. It is really fun.
I mean, I might as well.
You might as well. What's that supposed to mean?
Might as well.
Back again.
You. Come on, get up.
Yeah, I know. Get him out of here. He's fired. How can I do this without blocking the camera? Not like that. I gotta get better at my camera work. I'm getting pretty bad with that. So I had a thought. I could maybe push these down and then take the ballpoint tool and push along both sides of it. My worry is if I do that, it's gonna make the hair look wavy instead of frayed with hair strands poking out everywhere. Because he's got like a static electricity thing going on. I mean, I could try it. Let's just see what happens. Alright, so do the ball tool and then just kind of push down on both sides. I think that kind of helps actually. Push this down. Oops. I took a hair strand off on accident. Because I have this massive chunk of clay on top of his head. And it's a damn shame I can't use it. So it'd be nice if I could maybe use it to my advantage here. I think that's actually kind of working. Ah. So I don't want it to be, like I said, I don't want it to be wavy. I want it to be poofy. It's a generally poofy hairstyle, but almost like almost fluffy. But instead of fluffy, it's you get like hair strands hanging out. So it's more on the frizzy side. Um, it's hard to explain. It's even more complicated because his hair is supposed to be soft as well. So it's not like um, he has coarse hair or anything like that. It'd be a lot easier like, if fictionally speaking, if I gave him coarse hair, that'd make things a lot easier. Because I could frizz it up more, and it'd be easier to blend. But the biggest defining feature is his hair looks like a damn bird nest. And a bird nest is made out of sticks, and I'm putting sticks on his head. So I think that's the right mode, the right direction. Maybe not the right solution, but it's a start. I never tried this particular style before. I'm smushing down the ends in hopes that it'll still look frizzy but not fragile, like this will be part of the hair. Oh, my throat. Um, Yeah, I only want potentially 3 tools here. I want to go back to putting sticks on, but at first I want to hit all of these with the thing that I've been doing, and I want to just see what it looks like when I'm done doing that. Got kind of like a double groove for each hair strand. Hoping that makes it look more frizzy and more natural. Oh, I got a little too close to the camera there. Jesus. So let's see. Uh, uh, focus. So I have to kind of like excavate some of this in the front here. Okay, so this fucking dick right there, I want this to be tilted up a little. Like that. Yeah, I know, it's starting to look wavy. Yeah, that's a wavy hairstyle. Shit! Curly wavy, yeah, that's not gonna work. How the hell do I do this? I wasted all those nudes. All my nudes are gone. Oh, I'm gonna make a hairline. It's not a real hairline, it's just something for me to help me understand what the heck's going on. I mean, it is still technically frazzled, but my problem is up here at the top is it's very smooth. It looks better from the back because they're hanging out. So I think I need, oh my god, I need to make multiple, it needs to be layers of noodles on top of each other. Um, because I would supply it with support, and it would look pretty decent. I might be able to keep this like it is, and just add more to the noodles. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this here, I lift that up, push this underneath, basically connect these together. Kind of like that, and then I'll take another one, put that on top. So where did I go wrong here? This doesn't look right. That looks a little better. So I'm gonna just try cutting them, see what happens. That does make it look thinner. I want to cut all the noodles. Just the noodles, nothing else. Because the reason it looks wavy is because it's blended together. And I'm thinking maybe if I slice these, it won't look so wavy anymore. It'll thin it out and look more frazzly. I have a reference, so you feel like this would be easier with a reference, but I'm stumped. It's like I could make realistic hair strands, but then they just break off. It's like it's a material issue because I have to make it strong enough to withstand being touched. Um, it's like how do you make something stranded if it's not allowed to be stranded? Right? It's like how do you make an arm that's outstretched, but you're not allowed to make it outstretched? You really can't. Just the noodles and the layering. So I think slicing, layers. So noodles, layered noodles, and then sliced noodles. Oh, this one's kind of falling apart. I'm trying to fix it, but it's hard to fix it when my fucking trying to get it in camera. I had to merge these noodles together because it just kind of fell apart on me. Leave these bottom ones except this right here. Go ahead and hit that one. And we'll go ahead and hit this one too. And this one at the top because I missed it right here on the side. Um, I think that's all the noodles. So now what does it look like? It's definitely more frazzled. I missed the front. I gotta get the front. I think I need to make this more rounded on the top. Um, the autofocus is not being really nice today. Alright, I'm just going to use my real life. I'm trying to look at Discord or OBS and real life at the same time. So which way would this produce the lighting that I want? Right here. Alright, so it's definitely frazzled, but it looks like it's wet, like he just came out of a shower. And I noticed his cheek is fucked up. I need to make like a little tape indicator. So this is my light zone. This is over here. Is the work zone. So I get my best lighting right here. I had to fix his cheek. Can I get that on camera? Yeah. So straight down. His ear, I'm gonna push it back slightly. Push this down. Ah. So smooth that out. Alright, look at this again. Definitely need to cut my nails here. A bit too much. I just want to put his mouth line. Um, Looks pretty even for right now. There's definitely something too broad about this character and I want to say the forehead and like the jaw. Something, it needs to be more feminine. He's a very girly lizard man. I can feel foil poking out. I'm gonna have to use some pliers to fix that. It's bothering the hell out of me. I gotta fix that now. Fuck! I think I got it. I got it, but fucked his face up. I'll worry about that later. What was the other way of doing it? I think I can also poke it in with this. That's much easier. I should have did that. There we go. That's looking a little better. This forehead is too damn angular. It needs to be smoother. He don't look like a horse anymore, so that's a start. He was from the side. He still kind of looks like a horse from the side. From the front, it's not as bad. I think part of the problem is his giant skeletal skull thing going on, making him look more like a horse. His jawline, this seems too strong. I need to soften that up, make it more feminine. Not sure how to do that. Maybe just make it skinnier, cut it out. I don't know. Same problem on this side. Actually, no, this side looks better, to be honest. Whatever's going on with this side, I need to do it over here, because this side looks more feminine to me. I don't know why. Maybe it's the ear. The ear's pretty fucked up. Yeah, the number one thing you don't want to do is try to fix everything at the same time. You'll never get anywhere. What I'm doing right now is completely pointless because I gotta go back and fix it. It's just I do that to placate my OCD. I make a lot of unnecessary adjustments that are going to be immediately overridden as you progress through the stages. I'm gonna look at the reference again. It's definitely more spherical. Oh, my noodles are gone. I just squished them. They're gone. Oh well. Um, looks like he's wearing a hat now. Um, fuck. Might just have to think up a different strategy here. What if I put a bunch of these together? Just kind of stick it on there. Kind of like that. But less shitty. Again, it just looks like it's swept back. It's not an actual strand. Fuck, how do I do this? I think I need to use a combination. So for the back of the hair, I need to make slices up at an angle. So for the back of the hair, I think I could do this. I can slice it out like that. And across. Not all the way, because I can have it different thingies, different heights. And then the bottom portion, I could take this, push this down, take the bottom of this and just kind of do that. Push this down. Push this down. And then on the side as well. And then basically, I'll do that all the way up to around, to maybe under the ear. But then I gotta figure out how to do the strands. I don't know. I don't know how to do that. Because they're just gonna break off. I might just have to change it. Ah, sorry, I'm having a mucus attack. Oops, sorry, that was loud. So, I'm getting hungry. Um, I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, it kind of looks right. What if I just randomly choose spots to blend? Um, no, god damn it. I gotta, I was being the stream. I just don't have enough knowledge on what to do. I've tried all the techniques I could think of. I guess there's one last technique before I go. I get some new clay. I'm just gonna just make the hair separate from the model. And so normally, like what I did for the other model, I took strands. Ah, fuck it. I'll put it on here. I took strands like this. I just kind of put them on there. Kind of like that. So it's just long, flowy hair. Sorta. It would be layered on top of each other. So this is a little more durable because they're nice wide pieces. So normally I'd use the scissors, but I'm gonna try and just use my finger. Or just kind of slice the edges here. So this is similar to how I did the last model, Aofi's hair. That's the character's name. It's not the final name, that's just the placeholder. Um, so it's too ribbony. Let's get rid of the ribbons. Let's just make it flat. Have it follow contours. No, that's the same problem. It just now it looks like werewolf, vampire, sexy man hair. Yeah, I'm gonna take a break because this is frustrating me, and that's not good for me to try and force myself, and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I gotta figure out how to make strands that are strong. It just seems physically impossible, but I'm just gonna look it up. I'm just gonna end this half an hour early, and I'll try again next time. Bye.